Alright, today we're going to be doing the upper control arm and upper ball joint replacement on a 2004 Ford Ranger. Got it on the jack stand. I got my jack up under here. You want to keep it up under this arm because that's going to depress the shock, so when you change it out it stays all together. So the weight of the vehicle is actually helping you. I'm going to jack this up once I get the lug nuts loose. First thing with this, what you want to do, take this and pop off this center cap, just like so. Get your, want to get your out. There we go. The right socket out, which should be, I believe, there it is. So put you in there. Oh, I gotta get the smaller one of these. Alright, so you want to crack these loose prior, which I already did. There, bolt bar down. And definitely don't lose your lug nuts. That wouldn't be good. Alright, now that you got your lug nuts off, you probably want to put them in a little center cap. Alright, let's get this thing off. Alright, so from further inspection, you can see these things are bad, and these ball joints, there is no grease in there whatsoever. So what we got to do is hit this bolt right here, break this loose, that'll make that come loose. But what you want to make sure you don't do is you don't want this to fall, the weight of this, because you got your ABS brakes or your ABS brake line right here, which is not much to play. So you got to make sure this knuckle does not fall. So you want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strap this to these two bolts right here so this doesn't fall out. So first we got to get this bolt out. I'm going to put some PB Blaster on it just because, you know, it's old and rusty. And right there you can see that, how that is. That's your alignment. That plate is very important that you put it back the way it goes, because if not, it'll be hard to align it. So yeah, here we go. Alright, now what I'm going to do is put a little of this good juicy juice up on here, all on those bolts. These ones don't look that bad, but you just definitely want it all to be nice and good in there. I'm going to let that sit a little bit, get it around there. And then there we go. Now let's get this brake caliper off. That's our next stop. Alright, you see, there we go. Set that up so you can see that nice and good. Now what we're going to do, 15 millimeter, put that up there. I don't know if I like that or felt like that. Yeah, there we go. 15 millimeter. Hard to break loose. Let me get my socket. Here we go. This thing probably ain't been off. Oh, there we go. Now it's spinning. Now what I'm going to have to do is hold on to this other bolt. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get my... Get me a nice little crescent wrench so I can hold this steady while I move it. Alright, now that it's broke loose, like that, like so. Put you on there. Here we go. Don't lose that bolt. That's the back bolt. Don't lose it. Pull that thing out. Oh, yeah. Now, if that bolt gets stuck in there, what you want to do is get like a punch and then maybe tap it a little, punch it through. Now, this right here, a little separated. This sometimes doesn't just come off. Keep this supported. What I'm going to do is put a nice little bungee cord on here, like so. Got to make it real tight. Wrap it around, wrap it around, wrap it around. Oh, right there and right there. So that will support this as this falls through. Now, sometimes it won't just pop out. You got to help it. Or will it? Oh, it's in there. Here, put a little, help it out a little bit. There we go. Get yourself one of these. Oh, no. I'll give it a good look. There we go. It's out. There we go. See how that kind of wanted to fall forward like that? This is keeping everything nice and good. That thing's out of there. Oh, yeah, that needs changing bad. That needs changing bad. We're going to fix it. All right. Now what I'm going to do is get this thing out of here. I'm going to take this bolt. This will pop right out, and then we'll throw the new one in, and I'll show you how that's done. All right. So we got this bolt loose right here. Alright, we want to make sure we have, there's a plate on here. See if I can get this thing out of here. So you see this little thing right there? That is like a stopper. It keeps it from going more forward. Let's pull that out of there. Alright. Remember to keep this plate. That plate is very important to stay the way it's supposed to. So let me show you the plate I was talking about. This plate, when I just took this out up here, this plate right there, it has the thing so it goes in, and that's very important when you're doing this one and this one. This one, that plate for some reason is stuck in there. I don't know if you can see that. So I got lucky, didn't have to take that off. So now what we're going to do is pull that ball to, look, it's out. Control arm is out now. Get that out of there, and as you can see, these things are bad. Like, look at that. This thing is cracked open, no grease in there at all. So I was getting a lot of inner tire wear. So now we're gonna go get the replacement. The one I got now has a Zerk fitting here, so I'm able to add grease to it and grease it up, which is good. Yeah, buddy. Also very important when you're doing this, don't let the O'Reilly's Auto Parts sell you the same the same arm. There is a driver and a passenger side, but make sure that they match up, and these two do. But if you could see, there's that Zerk fitting. So I'll always be able to grease this up, and I don't know why Ford didn't just make it like that from the rip, but that's what dealerships and car manufacturers do, just so people that don't like doing this stuff don't, you know, they'll have to pay them a lot of money to do it. I was quoted just for the uppers on both sides for this job I'm doing right now. I was quoted at $1,200, which is ridiculous. It's only 3 bolts. Alright, so Bunny always tells me I don't do on my videos enough of me doing it. But I like to have my hands safe, you know, but So this one is already tightened down. Let's just double up, make sure it's good. This bolt right here. Oh yeah, nice and tight. Impacts are really good for this, by the way. Now this bolt up here, match it up. Yep, that's where we want to be. Boom. Now let's go to this side, which will give you that view right there. Now this one's a little harder to get to because you got this rubber here to deal with, but what I do is just set it back like that. Oh, actually, you know what, we're gonna have to hand tighten this one. No drill in this one. We're gonna have to hand tighten this one. And just like that, your upper ball joint and control arm up, it's in, just like that. This took me, I would say, about 45 minutes. Not even, maybe 30 minutes it took me to do this. So $1,200 or 30 minutes, I choose 30 minutes any day and 3 bolts. It's on there, good to go. Now we do the other one, then the uppers are done, and then I am going to do a video on the lowers. That'll be my next thing. I want to see how it sits and rides, because I'm thinking this was the majority of the problem, because these, I mean, they should not be that loose, and I mean, that thing is bad. Bad, bad, bad. So, all right, let's put the tire on, and then we'll start the other one. Note to self, guys, always check and make sure you got grease before you start this, because now I'm going to O'Reilly's real quick to get some grease. I thought I had some marine grease. I was going to put some marine grease in there, but I'm out of marine grease right now, so I'm going to go get a tube of marine grease. And my wife made me put on some rubber gloves to drive her car because, yeah, she didn't want me to get her new car dirty. So always remember, get what you need before you start a project to make sure you have it, and don't be all gung-ho like me. All right, so to O'Reilly's, get some grease, and then we grease it up, and then put the tire on, and we good to go. All right, so marine grease it is. Let's go put this in. I'm getting marine because I could use this for my boat too. So yeah. All right. All right. So we got the grease in. Just looking at what I should be doing today is on the boat, but I wanted to get this out of the way. I'm on my vacation, and I figure, you know, why not get the work out of the way and then we play. So this hasn't taken me very long, and I was like, I didn't know how long it would take because I've never done it before. But that's in there, good to go. I think eventually what I will do is change these tire rod ends. I may even change the whole tie rod. The sway bar. Those are things I do want to fix, but this one I think is the most important so far. All right, now remember, when putting the tire back on, you always want to skip a lug as you do it. So what we're going to do is drop it on the jack, tighten them up, give a good crank on them, put her back together, drop it down, and see how this thing looks. So remember, like, subscribe, and follow for more DIYs how-tos and whatnots. Catch you on the flip side.